Okay, let's get to rocking and rolling. I ain't got all day. Oh, wait, I do. Yes, please. Statement number one. If you haven't been paying attention, YouTube data and YouTube Studio Analytics and stuff have been all over the map for 17 or 18 days now. If you haven't noticed that, you're one of the thousands of sub geniuses that are part of my regular viewing, what we call unique viewers. I get 10,000 of those. That's staying pretty. We're getting the numbers straightened out, and you people have been, please, it's really not that hard. Some of you people are trying to, one guy wrote about 150 word tirade of threatening my life and talking all kind of smack to me. Plus, he didn't realize he was so buried so deep in the hidey hole that I got to push like 4 or 5 buttons after I get to my channel. Yeah, I got to push like 5 buttons to even bring up where he's a little tiny little. He thought he was actually going to publish his threats of all my life and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, I just hit his channel. I didn't even bother to flag him as spam, or because he technically only commented once. Although it could be linked back to he's mentioned Shoestring, I could have. If I flag you for spam, they're going to shut you down for a while on commenting anywhere else. You people keep thinking, you sub geniuses keep thinking that I don't know how to play this rather simple game. You ought to try the field of biochemistry, biology. Oh gosh, you're barely getting down choo-choo trains. You're talking about it. My hero. And then the last comment that I caught it 2 minutes because I was already in analytics and in the hold for review area. There's a super pocket of hold for review. And before anybody else could have a chance to read it, guys coming on there going, you're broke and you're going up against rich ass Hobo Shoestring who has 204,000 subscribers, which may now be accurate data. See, that's what's so amusing to a Jew who remembers all the little numbers at yet. The first time that I had a suggested video for Hobo Shoestring, he had, because sometimes, because of vision problems, not eidetic memory or photographic memory problems, sometimes it was 1-7, it was a 6 or 9, may have been 179,000 subscribers. And now you people are accusing me of being a clout chaser. It appears that coming after me, an actual famous person, has brought him 25,000 new homoerotic, hobo worshiping, criminal outlaw, anarchist, fuck capitalism, and I'm gonna do it. Nihilistic, Walter Mitty syndrome. Some 2-bit job somewhere, staring out the window, wishing you were hopping a freight train to nowhere and really had no cares. You don't care that you got no money and you got no. They keep going. These actually, I really don't like to talk about my finances. That's my business. And you keep thinking that your opinion means diddly squat to me. Anybody who's back in Hobo, you've got some. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure where it's. You got some serious psychological problems, man. Probably ain't got no teeth in your head, no brains in your sub-genius head. The AI is working good in my favor. And when I go back and start and refresh and stuff, I go through and there's just almost no comments. And actually, That's what actually, if there's no comments, that's where I know to tap on it. Or if I haven't commented, I tap on it, and it will separate them there between top and newest. That lets me know that there's a comment that's hidden for my review. If I don't give it a like and then block, the AI is working very well. Good boy, good boy. The AI respects me because I give it intellectual treats. I've told you how this works. The AI is like a young puppy, and it really prefers the brilliant minds, not the hobo shit-stained mind. It does not. It will accommodate you, but not unless you watch a lot of ads. Y'all don't get it. Your attack on me brought me actually a lot of bad subscribers, but a lot of really good subscribers who are educated and good people. See, I've actually benefited more socially than Hobo will ever benefit financially. If you don't understand the payment terms, okay, but what is his total watch hours? I mean, in the last 48 hours, I've had like, gosh, what was it? I've had over like, in the last, I'm sorry, there's so many categories, and my back is killing me. The problem with Hobo, that's why I keep diverging, and I use other keywords so that my intellectual property shows up as suggested to people. One of my last subscribers, towards recently, she's picky. I like that. But a picky person showing signs of intelligence decides to subscribe to me, that's flattering as hell. When some guy who ain't got no teeth, I rode the cyanide train. Some guy with no teeth, no brain having, I'm sorry, some sup genius, you know. You gotta have a little sympathy for the devil here. This is Every Cop's a Criminal and All the Sinners Saints. You know, that was the first Rolling Stones album that I actually liked. I wasn't really too fond of them guys, and that little prancing little. I think I'm going to diverge into the 60s and 70s in the next few days. I think we should have sunshine by tomorrow. I've had a very productive day. I think this is about my 9th or 10th video of the day. I'm still racking up views and using keywords and phrases that bring people that I want to me. Now, I only commented on Hobo Shitstain because I watched a video that was a rail fan who has subscribed to me. I told you how the algorithm works. Then I am pretty much forced to watch his preferences or her preferences in videos. And so Hobo popped up one day, professional Hobo. Let's give it a little watching right off the bat. This Jew knows, I can tell how much exactly. I spotted a complex of 4 businesses in Austin at the intersection of 38 and a half and Airport that they were all existed solely to launder money. No product moving in, no product moving out. Like, we're very damn low. I don't really need to sit there with a pad and make notations and stuff. I can just eyeball it. So I've gone almost 10 minutes here. Yeah, go ahead. Keep attacking me, because the more you do that, the less you're probably going to be able to communicate to your hero, the object of your sexual desire. Might want to look at that video, trying to set people straight up in there. Stop the abuse of the English vocabulary and dictionary. You know, the movie Idiocracy, it's happening beginning right now. In English usage rules. Actually, if you stop using the word, it kind of will drop out of the small editions of the dictionary, which is what most of y'all have. If your dictionary doesn't weigh at least about 10 pounds in one volume, or 10, 12 pounds in 2 volumes, is about the smallest you can do it. And give it, you know, the English vocabulary is 1 million words plus scientific terms that aren't even in there. So I literally know millions of words, and I'm old and burnt out from trying to recall all the words I know in many languages, many jargons. Sometimes my speech is less than perfect. Big deal. I usually come back. When I used to do TV here, you know, I could compose, you know, 30 to 40 minute presentation in my head, flawless. Occasionally I'd make a tiny little errata, not erratum, singular, not plural. And as I would begin the next show, I'd show, okay, I noticed an errata, or I remember, actually, because I never even watched my own television show. One night, friends insisted that I stay with them. They know I don't like hotels, fragrances, and actually, the guy introduced. He said, "My wife's real intelligent. She needs a conversationalist while I'm at work and stuff." And he was actually at work that night, and I came on the television, and my show did on Channel 16, and she was just enraptured watching it. And I hate reviewing my own stuff, but I made a whole video about that. And she actually eventually turned out to be, yeah, she's got a manic disorder, and I'm not quite sure whether it's bipolar 1 or schizomania. I'm leaning towards disorganized schizophrenia, and can't remember where I was going. My point was that I don't have to watch, or used to. I didn't have to watch. Now I do. I have to actually watch my videos to watch for those errors in speech, because I'm speaking too fast. Occasionally I'll make errors, then I'll try to correct it on the next video, which they're all in a jumble if you're just going by suggested. If you really want to get me and get my videos in order, you have to subscribe. If you notice, I don't encourage people to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and send me some money through Patreon. You know, that kind of, I don't do that shit. I didn't do it for you. I did it for me. Part of this is for me. I'm creating an archive, the third channel. They've all been successful. You know, the problem with being real popular, you know, 204,000 subscribers, that usually means that I won't like it. I never liked popular music much. It's very few. The real popular movies I tend to not like. Sometimes I do now. They're making better, so thanks to my schoolmate, Brad Carvey, who invented the first computer-generated imagery machine, the wire wrap toaster. You people keep talking shit. You haven't and I'm not going to investigate shit stain anymore. I'm just going to deal with the crap that keeps coming in, because the videos I've made on him keep popping up on there. And they are people that love that Jerry Springer action. I don't. I just absolutely don't. I don't have a sadomasochistic bone in my body. I don't like abusive people. I'm not abusive to people. So, what the fuck, man? You know, you keep talking and you're actually shouting into an empty barrel where you don't get how, you don't understand anything about how this system works. And one of you tried to tell me, you don't know how the algorithm works. You know, you use all these terms, you're a clout, you know, not cloud, clout. They think I'm actually trying to uh, gain some advantage by starting a fight with Hobo. I just did if you go back and watch the original one, it was just pretty much a calm, critical analysis of somebody who's a fake, a liar, and the hundreds of thousands of Rail fans who've sampled his work agree with me. And if anything, they subscribe to him only so they can go on there, because to make money, part of that formula, which I knew a long time ago, is you have to generate comments and interaction, a conversation between the commenters, and reach a certain level. And due to falling ad revenues and digital avenues, ad revenues have been going down for years. You know, Meta, when they said, well, we've had record, you know, increase in, what's the record? You mean the record over the last quarter? We've had a 3% increase. Yeah, over like the last quarter. What is it compared to 5 or 10 years ago? So they're really getting desperate. In the past, let me repeat to you what I've already, like the standards on, got to have a lot of comments and a lot of interaction between commenters. I've already told this in one video. A girl spent $20,000 on a Chinese click farm to get 20,000 subscriptions. She told these really bad, you know, like ghost and mystery tales, that she was really essentially just taking copyrighted material and telling it in a really bad way. And quickly, oh God, oh shit, that hurt. And it kept going, although, yeah, I'm sorry, I was changing position and my phone was, that tells me, there you go. I had it hooked into my spare battery. The monetization levels are way down in YouTube. Gosh, the other day, you know, just to keep track of it, because I already knew what they were many years ago when I started. It was like 20,000 subs. You got to have so many views. You got to have so many comments and interaction between the commenters before you had a shot at making your first penny. Like the woman who shot up Google YouTube, and the like Persian woman, rich girl. And I may have said 1 cent when it was actually her check for like a year, because she was pretty much targeting. She was, oh gosh, that woman was so hilarious. She was a terrible dancer, terrible dresser. Daddy was spending, okay, I'll be more accurate and conservative here instead of any exaggeration at all. Her father spent at least $1 million, maybe more, on her sets, costumes, somebody to edit, somebody, all the, she could even kind of like write her own songs, but she had to have somebody else to compose and stuff like that. And it was just horrible. The woman was comical. The only views, and her real target audience was her own ethnic group, really. She was trying to target everybody, the whole world. And the only ones that was interested were people who had similar, you know, ethnic names and she spoke English. And when she put all this time and effort into it, and Daddy spent $1 million. Please, if y'all don't remember this woman, that was like 7-8 years ago, about the time I started YouTube. She demanded payment from YouTube, and YouTube sent her a paper check, not electronically, sent her a paper check, as I recall, photographically. I think it was 18 cents because she's the only people who really wanted to watch her were in a commercially sanctioned area. They can't buy the American price. She was getting almost no advertising because advertisers are going, well, she's mostly being viewed in Iran and we don't get to ship our products there. So 18 cents. Hobo Shoestring, another 25,000 viewers would have to watch a shit ton of hours and make a lot of comments because I really expected you to take a drop in your December check, and this might shore it up a little bit. Or you could just go to one of your Christian friends and now I gotta fly to Alaska. There's no trains that go up there, and put that humble squeeze on somebody. Dude, you people really need to. I think I just disconnected it again. Anyway, I did. Yeah. Back in, there may be a couple of defocus problems there, but it wasn't showing on my screen. The people that are attacking me are clearly subgeniuses and delusional. If you think you're getting under my skin, you're not. You're tickling my funny bone. And remember, you don't judge me. The entire audience is judging me, Hobo, and all of you hateful, threatening, gangsta, types who. People always think that their judgment counts. No. That's why we have debates and open, face to face, like at the Oxford Union and stuff. And it's the entire crowd that comes. It's everybody. It's the jury and the audience in the courtroom that actually are the ultimate judges and arbiters of what the hell happened, when, and where. So this endless dictation is, being an expert in human psychology, I know sometimes people have affect inappropriate laughter as a defensive mechanism. I don't do that. I'm truly amused by the shit that only I get to read. Oh, sorry, I gotta go. I think it's time to have me another one of expensive little cookies. She ate 6 of them. That's what she was really doing. She gave me 8 out of 14 cookies because she needed to get that sugar and butter out of the car for health reasons. It's nice of her to share, but her real motivation, I think, was she needed to get those bag of high-priced, very expensive, New York-made cookies out of her car before she ate them all. That was it. So, anyway, I want to say hi to all my good subscribers and to all you infiltrators back there. I know I just was kind of doing through what even, there's still about a dozen that didn't subscribe anonymously, and they're just sitting there. They're waiting to pounce, and they may have commented, and in the morning probably. Oh, I'm giving away my, nope, need to tick a lock. Anyway, you people really don't get it. You really don't. It's I was going to talk about, have a final bonus thing of the Church of the Subgenius, but let's make it, because I actually did this when I started on TV here, is I think before I went to Get Bent with Kent, is I titled my program, The Church of the Gooey Death and Discount House of Worship. Yes, sir. Reverend Dr. Kent Kruger here to teach you about the wonders of cannabis. in cannabinoid science. I wasn't joking earlier today when that girl said she was from Washington State. She knows all. She's very familiar with cannabis. I know she knows all about cannabis. And I go, but that's crap. That's bullshit. You don't. I mean, God, she hadn't even had the time. She was barely, probably not even 30 years old. You know, Gung Fu Tzu said, at 15, I became a student. At 30, I finally knew where to stand while asking questions of the masters. Oh, you know him as Confucius. I'm sorry, because I was talking to that Chinese gal today. She recognized the name Gung Fu Tzu. Gung Fu Tzu. See, I talked to one of the most beautiful women on this planet today in her language. You guys are, if you think I'm lame, I am lame in the body, but not where it counts.